The Indian Navy is the naval branch of the Indian Armed Forces. The President of India serves as Supreme Commander of the Indian Navy. The Chief of Naval Staff, CNS, usually a 4-star officer in the rank of Admiral, commands the Navy. The Indian Navy is the 5th largest in the world. It played an important role in India's victory in the 1971 Indo-Pakistani War. The Indian Navy can trace its lineage back to the East India Company's Marine, which was founded in 1612 to protect British merchant shipping in the region. In 1793, the East India Company established its rule over eastern part of the Indian subcontinent, i.e. Bengal, but it wasn't until 1830 that the colonial navy became known as Her Majesty's Indian Navy. In 1858, East India Company rule gave way to the British Raj, which lasted until India became independent in 1947. When India became a republic in 1950, the Royal Indian Navy, as it had been named since 1934, was renamed to Indian Navy. The 17th century Maratha Emperor Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj is considered as the father of the Indian Navy. The primary objective of the Navy is to secure the nation's maritime borders. India also uses its Navy to enhance its international relations through joint exercises, port visits and humanitarian missions, including disaster relief. In recent years, the Indian Navy has undergone rapid modernization to replace its aging equipment currently in service. This is often seen as part of India's drive to develop blue water capabilities and enhance its position in the Indian Ocean region. As of 2016, the Indian Navy has a strength of 79,023 personnel and a large operational fleet consisting of 2 aircraft carriers, 1 amphibious transport dock, 9 landing ship tanks, 10 destroyers, 14 frigates, 1 nuclear-powered attack submarine, 1 ballistic missile submarine, 13 conventionally powered attack submarines, 24 corvettes, 6 mine countermeasure vessels, 27 patrol vessels, 4 fleet tankers and various other auxiliary vessels. Indian Navy has its major operational bases in Visakhapatnam, Mumbai, Kochi and Chennai. In 2005, the Indian Navy commissioned INS Kadamba at Karwar, 100 kilometers, 62 mi, from Goa. The base is the first to be controlled exclusively by the Navy without sharing port facilities with commercial shipping. Built under Phase I of the Project Seabird, it is the largest naval base in the region. The Indian Navy also has berthing rights in Oman and Vietnam. The Navy operates INS Kadambaman, a VLF and ELF transmission facility at Vijayanarayanapuram near Tirunelveli in Tamil Nadu. The Navy operates a monitoring station, fitted with radars and surveillance gear to intercept maritime communication, in Madagascar. It also plans to build a further 32 radar stations in Seychelles, Mauritius, Maldives and Sri Lanka. According to Intelligence Online published by France-based global intelligence gathering organization, Indigo Publications, the Navy is believed to be operating a listening post in Ras Al Had, Oman. The post is located directly across from Gwadar Port in Balochistan, Pakistan, separated by approximately 400 kilometers, 250 mi, of the Arabian Sea. INS Vajrakosh, commissioned on September 9, 2015, is the latest establishment of the Indian Navy at Karwar, Karnataka, which will serve as special storage facility for specialized armaments and missiles. INS Vajrakosh will have all the required infrastructure and will be manned by specialists to provide specialized servicing facilities for these sophisticated missiles and ammunition. By the end of the 14th Plan, 2019, the Indian Navy expects to have over 150 ships and close to 500 aircraft and helicopters. In addition to the existing mission of securing both sea flanks in the Bay of Bengal and the Arabian Sea, the Navy would be able to respond to emergency situations far away from the mainland. Marine assault capabilities will be beefed up by setting up a new amphibious warfare facility at Kakinada, Andhra Pradesh. The Indian Navy has initiated Phase II expansion of INS Kadamba, the 3rd largest naval base, near Karwar. Phase II will involve expansion of the berthing facilities to accommodate 40 more frontline warships, including the aircraft carrier INS Vikramaditya, raise manpower to 300 officers and around 2,500 sailors, and build a naval air station with a 6,000-foot runway. This is to be followed by Phase IA and IIB, at the end of which INS Kadamba will be able to base 50 frontline warships. The Indian Navy is also in the process of constructing a new naval base, INS Varsha, at Rambuli for its Arihant-class submarines.